Early one Sunday morning, breakfast was on the table. There was no time to eat. She said to me, boy, hurry to Sunday school, filled with the load of glory. We learned the whole story. She was always dream, despite of things this troubled world could bring. Oh, Sadie, don't you know we love you, sweet Sadie? Place no one above you, sweet Addie. Living in the past. Oh, I'm gonna have to drink to that one. Hey, I got a few people in here. Let me call them out. Big one, what up with your boy? Big Q138. I know all y'all old timers like me remember that song. Ice, what up with you, Q? What up with y'all? You know, I know the women out. They out getting ready, getting done up. Hey, pretty gangster, what's up with you, mama? You got your popcorn ready? Yeah, it's going to be one of those type of shows, man. You know, it's going to be heartfelt to me because um, it's one person picture I didn't put up there, and that was Miss Wallace, and I'm going to tell that story too. You understand? Monique, you received your book, mama? Okay, okay. Slim Thick, that's my daughter. I don't know why she put that Slim Thick in her. Yo, listen here. If a man ain't gonna stop it and put hands on her and straighten her out with her slim thickness, that ain't for her daddy to do. She gonna put Slim Thick up there. Mm, mm, mm. I'ma give him the right to put them hands on her. For that one. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Hey y'all, how y'all doing, man? But I want to bring y'all here. Dawn Abercrombie, what's up with your mama? What's up with you, Dawn? Glad to see you back. Appreciate you being here. Antoine Faulkner, my brother. What's up out there in Chicago? Eric Lewis. You understand? Maya Miles, what up, Mom? Bill Will. Y'all coming in here, man. Listen here, man. I appreciate y'all coming in here, man. And the first one I'm going to start off with, you know, to give you the story. You know, a lot of y'all read it in my book and everything like that. How I first met my mother and everything like that. But I didn't understand why my relationship and with my mother was the way it was, and you know when a child meet their mother for the first time at 12 years old, you know there's going to be some problems, some issues with that, based on how that child was raised. But then I did a little uh, history check, and I spoke to my aunt, and there's some things that I didn't know about my mother, and I didn't understand, and that my mother, and I just found this out when I went to St. Louis a couple of months ago, that my mother and her sister from my grandfather's first wife was living with their grandmother up until my mother and them got like 12 and 10 and 12 years old. That's when they start back living with their father, because their mother had died at 4 years old. My mother was four and her sister was about 2 or 3. I think 2 years, two. And their mother died, my grandmother, from my mother's mother. And she was living with her mother. Then when my grandfather got remarried and was having kids, he brought my mother. He went down to Forest City, Arkansas, got my mother and them, and brought them back to St. Louis. So my mother was 12 years old at that time, the time that I met her. Life is crazy. You understand? Food Chair, what up with you, boy? Cooking with Miss D. I'm glad to see you and Keisha here too. Lefty, what's up with you, boy? So now, my mother, it goes, and sometimes life goes in circles. You know, she come to her new family at 12 years old. I meet my new family with her and her other two kids at 12 years old. But I had to realize, I had to understand some things. My mother was only 27 at the time, going on 28. My father was a basketball player and a football player, but he was in college playing ball and was a hell of a good basketball player. He was a hell of a good football player at Beaumont High School in the city. Then he went to finished up at Catholic school. But when he met my mother was 15 going on 16, and he was 20 years old going on 21. You know, I guess that's how they did it back in the day. But my father he was a player. You know, he was out there, he was out and about. Haas, what up with you, boy? You got a truck full of watermelons? I hope it's the one with the seeds. Pretty gangster. So now, happy Mother's Day, yeah, to all of us. Thanks, Keisha. Happy Mother's Days to all the mothers and the ones who want to be mothers. And I'm going to drink to that one. Yeah. Happy days, Mother's Day. Woo! That's that. That's that McCullens. That Scotch. Oh my God. Whew. I'm going to be out like a scout on a new route. All right. Hey, Miss D. No, you got to be where you cook. You must got a lot of kids over there. No, I'm just kidding, Miss D. So we got a lot of kids over there. You probably need a glass of wine. Yeah, this all this is going to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know, because it wasn't all that good. Me and my mother started out with a tumultuous situation because I had all kinds of questions, and I wanted all kinds of answers. And my mother, she was so stern, so much like her father. You do what I say, and that's it. And she hadn't realized and understood that I had took so many beatings that I wasn't taking no more beatings at the size and the age I was at the time. No, I'm not getting no more beatings. But the experience that I had with my mother, that I learned that, you know, my mother was a beautiful, I'm talking about, I think she was extremely beautiful woman. And a woman 28 years old and got 4 kids. It's hard. It's very hard. You understand? And with the type of brothers that was out there who wasn't trying to, you know, be no type of father or didn't want nothing but my mother. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that because me coming up and being able and dating women that were 28 at the time that had kids, I think because of my upbringing and the relationship that I had with my mother and the dudes that was trying to date her, I never was going to be that particular type of dude to nobody else's kid. You understand? If I'm dating your mother and it was at the time you came first, and I would tell a girl that I was dating at the time, if she had kids, the kids is first. You want a what? Nah, Them kids got to have shoes. Them kids got to have clothes. They got to look good when they go to school. KSG, you understand what I'm talking about? Yeah, I never let the chick bake me in. I'm gonna buy you a Louis Vuitton bag and your kids in the room is SF'd up. Nah, you ain't getting that from me. Kimmy Riles, thank you, Mama. But this Mother's Day, Kimmy, you ain't got to do that, Mom. I appreciate you, Kimmy. I appreciate that. You understand? And I'm sure some fellas out there too. Y'all got to understand, man. If y'all gonna date a woman with kids, I don't give F what the father do. F what the father do, man. Tony, Big T, you on this show? No, I ain't get Tony on this show. Yeah, Big T. T, what up with you, Mama? T, what's your name on the show? Don't be hiding your name then. You gonna hit me, email me, or you gonna text me. What name you coming up on? You hiding from your husband? You hiding from your husband? Hey, Reese, what's up, Mama? What's good with you, Reese? Appreciate you, Reese, for throwing that up. So anyway, I decided then that I wasn't going to be that type of dude, you understand, with nobody kids. And I see y'all, Miss Shay, you know what I'm saying, even when I stopped dealing with the ladies, when I was coming through, I had enough going on. Listen to me. I was a parole officer since 91. I was doing parties, Slick in the Family and Function with the same gang, Slick in the Family. You understand? I ran elite investigations. And when I mean I ran, I had my own sites, Taina Towers. I had, what's up there by the Bronx Zoo? What's the name of that thing? Lampert Housing. You understand? And I had a couple other situations. So I was getting enough money. Then I had Bad Boy. I had Puff 3 days out the week. You understand? Anywhere from 2 to 3 days out the week. Either I was traveling with him, doing this and doing that, but I had him in the city. So I was good. Happy LLC, what up with you? Yeah, Lampert Housing, Bigham. I was up there. All right. So check it out. That's where I get taking care of other people's kids because of the situation I had with my mother and when dudes wasn't doing right. But I went out and got me. Yo, listen to me. At 12 years old, I think it was 13 or 14 after I'd been with my mother a year. They wasn't checking for Social Security. They wasn't, back then, they didn't check Social Security. They didn't check date of birth. I was working at McDonald's, cleaning up, sweeping and mopping the floor at McDonald's, and then they tried to put me on the grill, and that's when they messed up. Mike P, Scientific Mystic, what up with you? Glad to see you here. So now, when I got older and I started getting older, Papa Drake had moved in, and that's where his wife, Elaine Drake, Mama Drake, we used to call her Mama Ducks, because all the women in our neighborhood followed. She was a hell of a bowler. You understand? You know, she would take us, some of the kids, to the bowling alley. She was just a beautiful. She made, if you was around, you didn't have to worry about getting a meal. She was one of them mothers that be like, Mama Drake was one of those mothers that be like, boy, you hungry? I'd be like, and my mom, Mama Drake, is that a trick question? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You want something to eat? Mama Drake, I ain't turning down nothing but my collar. I'm over at Addie house starving. But Mama Drake was there She made sure everything was in order. And she was the littlest woman out the bunch, but she was a boss. All those women in our neighborhood followed her lead. Hey, Miss Dickinson, what's up with you, 15 the boss? LaRon, what up, boy? LaRon B? All the fellas is in here. I'm glad all the fellas is telling the women Happy Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? Some of the guys are mothers and y'all don't have no kids, but y'all take care of other people's kids. So Happy Mother's Day to them. You know what I mean? So Mama Ducks, she's still in my life today. Even her husband, Papa Drake, if you got my book, you see, I paid tribute to him. You know what I'm saying? But, anytime there's a good man, there's also a good woman behind him. You understand? And DC Heavenly Bodies, what up with you, boy? You know what I'm saying? So it's always a good man behind anytime there's a good man, there's a woman right there, a good woman. You understand? And Papa Drake was the type of dude that I know, and I learned a lot from him. You understand? Boy, learn how to bring your check home. It's Friday. Bring your check home. Valentina Williams. What's up, Miss Williams? I still feel the neighbors and do. Yeah, because you don't never know what them kids have over there. That's why when kids used to come home with my daughters and them, and they wanted seconds, thirds, or fourths, go ahead, you can have whatever. If I would, my daughter and their friends will tell you, I know people come on here and they toot their own horn, but I'm not letting the kid leave out my house without eating. If you don't like what I have in there to eat, what do you want to eat? Because I got 2 refrigerators and a freezer. What do you want to eat? I'll cook you something. You want a burger? I'll cook you the burger. You want fries, whatever. You don't want the meat in there. But they always wanted it. But I would do it. I would offer. KSG said that's the old school way. Yep, it is. And I learned that from Mama Drake. Now, the next woman on the list is Jan Robinson. Jan Robinson was my father's wife, and that's my mother. Now, God bless the dead to Addie Deal, but Jan Robinson is my mama. I met her at the age of 16 years old when I first met my father. And when I'm telling you, this woman has never missed a beat. She let me come into her family's life. She had 3 boys and 1 girl by my father and accepted me as being her own. And that woman right there, yo, she's beautiful inside and out. Every time I think about how she always, Gene, you all right. Gene, you need this. Gene, you want that. Gene, that. And it's just a blessing from God. You understand? She's next to my mother, the light skin, on that picture on the Instagram, the light-skinned woman. You understand? She was a PA. She was a physician assistant for 33 years. Had a culinary cooking license or whatever like that, and could cook, bake, do everything. Taught me some of the, I could ask her, she would teach you. You could sit there and watch her, and you want to be there, no homo, to lick the bowls. That's how good it was. But she accepted me as her own. You understand? And it's just crazy how good of a heart women have some time for us men who could be a mess. But not one time she ever blamed it on the kid. Ronnie Morning Coffee, yes, she's an angel like your mother. Y'all, some of y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Yo, we are blessed. People who was born in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. So I say 60s, 70s, some in the 80s. We are blessed to have the mothers that we had. Hey, the squirrel, what up with you, mama? We are blessed to have the monies that we have. Stefan, thank you for that cash app. I appreciate that. Stefan, I appreciate that. Magra? Yeah. So now, Miss Janice Robinson was an angel sent. My father fell sick and lost his kidneys, diabetes, everything and stuff like that. And she stuck right there through that whole time with him. That was her husband. But as a mother to me, she is none other. It was none other to me. Always caring about the next person. Always doing for the next person. For her church, her, the kids, the grands. God put them in place. God has put some beautiful women in my life. You understand? To make sure that I was all right. And that's what it's about. Because those women are maternal. Those women going to make sure everything's okay. Another person I want to talk about, she said, I'm a 60 baby. Hey, me too. my old ass. Yeah. But I'm glad I'm here. Reggie Roberts, what up, Reg? I remember you telling me that, Reg, man. My condolences, brother. I know your mother was a beautiful woman, man, because you're a beautiful guy. And what I mean by that, man, your spirit, the way we communicate, brother. You're a beautiful person. And let me just tell people like myself that has lost their biological mother. Let me just tell this, that lost their biological mother, that your mother gave you something inside you. You understand? And if she raised you, you are a part of her. So you'll never be without something about your mother because she left you a part of her inside you. So when you want to mourn or be sad because your mother not here no more, she's inside you. You got good memories of her. Left, listen to me, bro. Left, you a good dude. You probably left your mother down because that's what you say. But now, bro, let me just tell you something, brother. You know what I'm saying? If your mother's still here, she's smiling upon you. You understand? If she's not here, she's smiling upon you. But if she here, she know through all the circumstances, you still her baby. You can always go back and mend whatever. So you ain't let her down, bro. You right here. Remember this. What you did as a child, when you became a man, you left all your childish ways go. And it ain't too late to put a smile on your mama's face. Because she's maternal. She's going to be always there for you. Kanye Curtis, what's up with you? Antonio Anthony. I see Miss T didn't even let me know who she was on this joint. She was telling me, I'm on your show. Okay. All right. Another woman that came into my life, and that was Miss Jones. We lost her last year, January. Time went so fast. Miss Jones was a beautiful woman. And I'm talking about every last one of Little Wolf's friends, every last one of Wolf friends who was doing time. She was making sure they got Father Day cards, birthday cards. She was there for them. And I used to have a conversation with her. I said, Miss Jones, you a school teacher. How you have two badass boys? They wasn't bad in her eyes. They was her babies. Big Wolf and Little Wolf. They wasn't bad in her eyes. They was her babies. Right? Janine, I'm doing a show. Yes. So I had a fun and a crazy time with Miss Jones' sons because Little Wolf was on my caseload, and then when I switched him over to Huey because he had left work release, and so I had went to the Bronx. I was transferring over to the Bronx. I thought I was going to get him back, and I didn't get him. You understand? I got Little Wolf, and boy, oh boy! And if anybody knew how Little Wolf was, he was worse than Big Wolf. But Miss Jones was a blessing. It was a few times because of this bad boy stuff. I was suspended, and I had my degree in literature, and she helped me get a job over there at Watley High School, and I was running their detention center in high school, and that was because of Miss Jones. Miss Jones was always there, you know, for any of her son's friends, any one of them. And she was a very beautiful woman, and she stood by her sons and them on everything, good, bad, or indifference. But that's how the mothers do. The mothers always stick by their kids. I'm trying to catch some of this conversation here. Hey, LaDawn. What up with you, LaDawn? Malone? Yeah, I think Miss Miss Jones, both of her sons died before she did. And I truly believe, she started getting sick after that COVID shot she took. I swear for a living God. She never recovered from those shots. And she didn't have COVID, she had the shots. And it seemed like she was depressed every holidays. And a lot of us tried to make her happy. Me, Gums, Fidel, but she lost both of her boys. And this is crazy. She lost Lil Wolf on Wolf a couple of days before Wolf's birthday, and she lost Big Wolf a couple of days before Lil Wolf's birthday. That's a lot to deal with. That's a very lot to deal with. Another woman that I want to talk about that she didn't know that she is very much instrumental of what I come on the internet and do, and that was Miss Wallace. And the reason I want to say what I'm saying about Miss Wallace, I don't want to cause no friction between her and the business dealing that she does with Puff and his associates. Because when you see something with Wayne Barrett and Mark Pitt's name on it too, it's no need for their name to constantly be on shit so they can get paid off of it too. But they've been dealing with Miss Wallace since Big demise, since Big been murdered. And they've been eating off that. But them was Puff's friends. That's why you see Puff ain't never been sued by Miss Wallace now. And I don't want to turn it into that, but I'm just letting y'all know that Miss Wallace, she showed me around her house, the whole 9 yards. I sat there on the couch, and I still feel how she grabbed my hands when she was in tears about her son. Because she wanted to know everything that went down. And I know it doesn't matter how many kids you have, but for a woman to lose her only son, somebody that's been in her life, and somebody that she has cared for all of their life, it's I don't have the words for it, but these people out here didn't experience what I experienced. When she grabbed my hands and she was crying, and it's nothing I could have done to relieve any of her pain. So I said to myself, no matter what I had to do, no matter which way I had to go, because I can't F up their money. I wouldn't try to mess up their money and say anything like that. Walter Price, what up with you, boy? Stacy Galore, salute. Hey, Kenya Curtis. I'm going to take another drink to that one. There's nothing I could have did to ease any of Miss Wallace's pain. But after that, I said to myself, this nigga gonna come out and tell the truth. If I don't make him, God gonna make him. The devil ain't that strong. The devil, God give the devil a little room to play. But God gonna see that dude come out and say one day where he was wrong at, how he was wrong, and what he did. It's gonna come. I'm sorry about that, Valentina. Miss Williams, I'm sorry about that. It's right here, LaDawn. You just ain't here to get it. Yeah. My thing about it is this, is that you could see, I'm not even going to take y'all there because y'all go and watch it. When they put that banner at the Barclays Center, a big, go look at the body language of Miss Wallace. And that's my whole thing. Mothers are some of the greatest, is the greatest person God has created. And those who are not, women, period. Without women, there wouldn't be any men. I don't care what nobody say. Without women, there wouldn't be no men. And if anybody ever told you lie that a woman can't raise a man, a boy to be a man, they'll lie. You need the boy to have some influences, male influences, could be uncles, could be neighbors, it could be friends, but a woman can raise a boy to be a man. Moreno Barrett, what up with you? You and Greg Woodbush. We have to understand that, like Bill Will just said, took it out of my word, honor thy mother and thy father. But when you honor your mother, your days will be long. It says your parents, but when you honor your mother, your days will be long. I wanted to come here on my show today, and yeah, I was 17, 18 minutes late. I wanted to give thanks to the women in my life that made me the man that I am today. And I want to give thanks to the people who come see me, and say to y'all, I do appreciate you women, you mothers that come here and y'all share y'all time with me. Well, I'm gonna answer this. You know, Jose got a trucking company that He hauling a lot of watermelons right now. I hope it's the ones with the seeds in it. What happens is this, man. Puff had told y'all the truth so many times, but y'all don't see that it's a lie. And nobody ever questions him on his truth that he's told. He said that Big Mr. Plain came by his house and begged him to go to the Vibe party. Nobody in Brooklyn, nobody in Big's camp, Lil C's, D-Rock, nobody came out and said anything to the contrary on that. You and I know it's a lie, Jose. You and I know that it's a lie. Big ain't begged that man for nothing. But let me get back on the mothers, Jose. I told y'all this before. I should have been real grimy. I should have been real grimy. Y'all would have been calling me Puff Daddy. Stop that 15 the boss. You just told my mom who that? Nah. Nana Ausa. Terrence Sledge. You caught that, Terrence? That ain't Big G. Who he with? That's Puff's daddy. Yeah, man. I catch y'all just don't know. I catch a lot of flack. People come at me crazy. Like, I don't understand where is that if you don't have a dog in this fight, why is you worried about what I say and what I do to this man? But it is what it is. I'm here to honor the women in my channel. I really appreciate y'all coming and making it what it is. And I'm just glad y'all give me the opportunity to come here and talk with y'all, man. And tomorrow, I got something for y'all. I got something for y'all that is happening. It's crazy. Shit that's going on in New York City. Shit that's going on in the country. I'm going to bring some light to y'all. And what I'm going to bring to y'all is going to blow y'all out the water. Because y'all going to know that this is true. And I want y'all to think about it. Oh, I'm sorry. Reese, if you still here, pretty gangster, somebody, I got to get one of these mothers. I want to get 2 mothers a book. I got to get 2 mothers a book. Now, I ain't sending out hot plates today. I'm finna send out books. No books. I only got 2 books left. Black Channel. The last 10 people that got books from me, I put the number of the book in the corner of the book. like 10, 9, 8. That was it. I only got 2 books left in my house. And I'm going to get them out to mothers tonight on the channel. And I got to figure out who I'm going to give it to. Monique got hers. Thank you, Monique. I appreciate you. Oh, you got number 8, Monique? Am I right, Monique? I ain't lying, right, Monique? Thank you, Monique. Monique says she got number 8. I think I wrote 6 twice, though. I don't know for sure. I hope ain't nobody in here to blow me up. Yeah, Reese, go ahead and pick for me, Reese. All right, Pretty Gangster's already here, so I'm gonna give one to Pretty Gangster. Pretty Gangster, you gotta email me one. Reese, pick the next one for me. Yeah, I'm going away, and I won't be doing any more signed books until June. I'll do some more in June, but I'm going away, and I'm gonna be writing the book, finishing up the book, and everything. Reese, have you figured out somebody yet, Mama? Lucky Lefty said KSG. Miss Helena, Miss Helena said, my 75-year-old mother asked me if I listened to Gene Deal. I started laughing. How you been, Gene? Helena, stop that. You know your mother ain't that. Your 75-year-old mama ain't asked you that. Reese, it's up to you. Oh, I think Valentina Williams, is that the Valentina Williams I know? I think she got one, Reese. Check and see if she got one. And Miss KSG, once I come back from out of town, don't worry about it. I'm going to send you one. I'm going to order some before I go out of town. So when I get back, they'll be here. And I'll get them out in June. She did? Okay. All right. She said her 74-year-old grandmother asked about Black Channel, what up with you? So listen, Miss KSG, I don't know if you have any way, but go to my Instagram and leave me your address and your full name. And I swear to you, in June I'll get it back to you. And Lefty will remind me. Unless she's in the hospital with her son. Unless Pretty Gangster wanna wait till I come back in June. I can send you that. Because I only got 2 left. And I wasn't gonna get those out, but I decided I'll give them out for Mother's Day. You say you got a hot 20,000 for one of those bad boy jacks? Man, you know I'm not giving you that for $20. Jose, you just won't have something to say, man. Okay, Pretty Gangster. Thank you. I'll get that over to you. LaDawn, you gonna ask me that on air? Did you miss something? when you're leaving and where are you headed? Well, I guess you're going to have to call and find out. Yes, ma'am. Well, listen here, man. Y'all have a happy Mother's Day tomorrow. And I do appreciate y'all coming here tonight. In the morning, oh, no, in the afternoon. I think about 3 or 4 o'clock. Or I should wait till late night and do this show. And it's going to blow your mind that what's happening. And people don't see it and don't know why it's happening, but it's coming. And I'm going to put you up on game. Well, if you want to read it on your tablet, you can go to Instagram. I mean, you can go to Amazon. Amazon and download it on Kindle. My book is on Amazon, on Kindle, hard copy, all that. Y'all do y'all thing. And thank y'all. God bless. Good night.